Kind of my show today, isn't it? Again, my name is Joyce Davis, and I joined Countryside 18 years ago this month. I'm one of 6 individuals who's leading the stewardship campaign this year. And I'll tell you, reading to little children is a lot more fun. Let me take you back to last October. Keith Heron was doing an excellent job as our interim minister. We had reasonable attendance at church, but many of our programs were not up to par, especially our Christian education programs and our pastoral care for our congregation. Countryside was a loving, welcoming church, but we could imagine so much more. And in my opinion, a year ago, we settled. Then one day, a fireball of a minister entered, and voila, suddenly we had more people. We had robust Christian education programs. Why, last month we hosted a nationally recognized conference. Countryside has come back alive. And with that, the sky is the limit. Imagine more. Now let's return back to 2023. I chaired stewardship, so I'm very familiar with the budget. We had an approved budget of $1.2 million, knowing it was wishful thinking. We would not spend any money we didn't have, and we haven't. As a result, we delayed hiring key personnel and reinstating programs, and we agreed to borrow, if absolutely necessary, from our reserve account or our savings account. But saddest of all, only 40% of the household at Countryside made any pledge at all. If we are to imagine more, to be the beacon we want Countryside to remain, it requires that each and every one of us pledge something. I don't know what your financial situation is, only you know that. I don't care if it's $1, I don't, but everybody needs to participate in this congregation. Last year at this time, we could not have imagined more. Now just look and feel what has happened around us. We cannot imagine more in 2025 until we have the funds to make it happen. That's the reality. I hope you all will consider increasing your pledge or at least pledging. And now it is my pleasure to invite Matt Atchison and I believe his daughter Molly to come forward. They are an incredible young family and they're going to share their story at Countryside.
Good morning. I'm Matt, this is Molly, and my wife Chelsea's over here. And our 2 boys are hopefully behaving in Sunday school right now, but I doubt it. We have been members at Countryside for 13 years, and this is our home for sure. And I'm even sitting over here just thinking and listening to you and really super grateful and thankful that, Jenny, that you're here with us. And it's awesome. I think about our journey and what Countryside has meant to us, and Countryside being a place, but more a village, family along the way as we joined. I know it's always easy for me to know that it's 13 years because Chelsea was pregnant with Molly, and we were like, we really got to find a church because we came from different backgrounds. And I got what I needed from Countryside, I think, in the first time I visited. Bruce Van Blair was speaking, and I got freedom in one time that I needed because I was so scared of going to hell. And I grew up Catholic, and I was like, that's fine. It's like, but I was just almost believing some things that I was just afraid to even ask myself other questions. And Bruce gave me freedom in 1 hour. And I still continue to get amazing things here. Part of, I think, what inspires us to give to the community is that we need help. Like Chelsea and I, when we think about like raising our kids, for a while, like when we were new parents, like you can kind of think you can provide them everything, and you try and you fail, but you feel like you want to control all of that. And then as they've grown, I think we've just started to realize that we can't give them everything that they really need. And my parents couldn't give me everything. I had other people and a community in my life that helped me. She's going to confirmation classes now, which is super helpful for us because I struggle sometimes with like, what's the right answer, or what's the wrong answer? What should I be teaching her about what I believe and what we believe? And it's maybe a little different. It's just hard to know, but I know it's important. It was really important for me. And so I think when we do our budget every year, and I love that we just have a monthly pledge, that we kind of set it and we think about it and discern, and then throughout the year, I grew up Catholic, so it was like I just always saw my dad putting money in every week. That was probably week by week, I think. But I like that it's automated. It's so easy. And I think I see it as an investment in the world that I know there's a lot of reasons we come to Countryside, but I know that this place helps me be better every day. And hopefully when we go out to our places of work and to our neighborhoods and our neighbors, that we can take what it is that is so special here, that we want our world to have more of, that I know that we need these young people to have that instilled in them. And I think that's what we give, is for that investment into the youth. And then I think about that, and I'm over here, and I'm like, well, I'm kind of still a kid too, honestly. I'm 42, but I still feel like a kid. I still feel like Countryside is feeding me as a child of God for what I need, and certain points in my life, like with Bruce in that moment. And but Countryside's going to be here for me and my wife and my family and our friends as we continue to go through life. And so, thank you. Ready?
Really, I am going to sit down eventually. At this time, I know that some of you received your letters and pledge cards in the mail this week. Other people instead got nasty political flyers. So the U.S. mail did not cooperate with us. We had to compete with that stuff. So if you did and you're comfortable at this time, if you'd like to bring your pledge card forward. I know that there are others of you that have already pledged and don't have a card to bring forward. To those that you have already pledged, thank you very, very much. For those of you that haven't, if you want a button like I have, you too can get it. This button says, "I gave because I'm proud to imagine more." You don't have to wear the ribbon, but it's a way for us to acknowledge those of you that are imagining more. Thank you.